Hey, yo, what's good, man, players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this Madden NFL 21 franchise mode, and we are here with game number 2 on this 4 o'clock schedule for week number 3. And we have ourselves a 1-1 versus 1-1 battle between the visiting Carolina Panthers, who lost to their division rival Buccaneers in week 2, and the LA Chargers, who also lost in week 2 to their division rival, the Kansas City Chiefs. But one of these teams are trying to get the 2-1 before week number 4. Now, both teams are trying to bounce back off their losses, but one team is going to come out with their second W. Now, if you have not seen the rest of week 3 or week 2 or week 1, make sure to go check those episodes out so you will not miss anything. So you'll know how we exactly got here, and you'll know how the standings are right now currently. Some teams have gotten their first victory, some didn't. Some have went to 2-1, some didn't. Some went to 3-0, some didn't. And you'll see when you take a look at all the scores while this game's going on. So let's get to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Which team will get their second W on the season? Will it be the Los Angeles Chargers, or will it be the Carolina Panthers? Let's find out. Because Teddy Bridgewater is looking for a bounce back. Same thing Justin Herbert. They both looking for a bounce back.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
And those were the stats for Keenan Allen against Kansas City, where they basically got destroyed in that one when they lost 41-23.
Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
All right, so the Panthers, they're going to kick it out to the Chargers to start the game. So they have it teed up, and we're set as well. We're underway from SoFi Stadium. Which team's getting their second W? Let's find out. The Chargers will take over possession at the 25. Justin Herbert leading this team out. And those are his stats on the season. Now, after his huge game against Cincinnati back in the season opener, he basically struggled against Kansas City, which it wasn't a good performance, but he did get the Chargers into the end zone a couple of times.
And he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
And here's Austin Eckler. And the Panthers bring him down at the 30.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did.
Here's Herbert, and he will go down. The Panthers get to him.
How about that, one of the so-called little guys putting
Now, Justin Herbert did not see the blitz at all. He did not see the blitz. And that's what happens as a quarterback. When you don't see the blitz, you get taken down pretty easy. And then you never get what you actually want is the deep throws. So now 3rd and 15. Now that wasn't the reason that the Chargers lost. It was basically the interceptions, and they couldn't stop the Chiefs' offense on defensively. They're looking to change that as Herbert throws, and that's picked off. Eli Apple with it. Now, I believe Herbert was trying to go downfield yet again, but that time it didn't work. As the Panthers come out onto the field, led by that man, the former Saint, Teddy Bridgewater.
Pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week. 2 touchdown
passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow.
Now, Teddy Bridgewater and the Panthers, they lost to Tampa Bay, not because of their offense. Their offense played well. It was just defensively, they were allowing deep pass after deep pass. So you just witnessed their defense stop 2 deep passes, as a matter of fact. They even got the interception.
And they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was
so if they continue to deny the deep passes,
and that's what they got.
They might be able to get their second W. 2nd and 9. Here's Okafor, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for Carolina. Looking to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake,
Bridgewater looking, and wide open is A.J. Norman. And he'll go out of bounds right at the 3.
Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the
1st and goal. Here's Okafor, and Chargers get to him right at the 1, so he was close.
Continue their drive. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and goal here from the 1. Okafor, he will be stopped again. The Chargers are playing great defense so far down at the goal line. They're trying to avoid a touchdown.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Third and goal, Okafor, and he's stopped again.
It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play.
The Chargers are making stops. They just gotta continue to focus.
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old
And Carolina, they're gonna go for it on 4th and goal.
I would go for it.
And Okafor, he will get in for the Carolina touchdown.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Now my question is, what was O.J. Howard thinking? You have the stop right there, but you move out of the way. Why would you do that? Tell me, I don't understand. Why would he do that?
It gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
My question is, why would O.J. Howard do that? He has the tackle right there. He has the turnover on downs, but he does not make the tackle. I don't get that.
And this will be good to give the Panthers.
And the Panthers are up 7-0. And O.J. Howard's in disbelief on the sideline. He can't believe that he should have just made the tackle in the backfield, and the Chargers would have gotten the ball back. Even though they were going to be backed up, they would have gotten the ball back. That was crazy right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now the Chargers will get their second possession, and this one will start at the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
And here's Herbert and the Chargers. Last time threw the interception. Second drive, 7-0. They should be able to change this. And Eckler, he doesn't get anywhere. Somehow that Panther defense was able to cover that.
The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Herbert looking deep, and that one is incomplete. Those two people were fighting for the football, but the ball drops to the ground.
In the game, a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception.
Herbert throws deep, and that one's going to be incomplete. Now that was great defense there by Stoudemire back there.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And here's A.J. Norman, and he'll go down at the 26 as the Panthers take over.
The Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Bridgewater and the Panthers.
So now the Panthers on a 1st and 10. And here's Okafor. And the Chargers get to him, losing yardage. Both Joey Bosa and O.J. Howard getting a little payback there.
I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it
Okafor. And he'll go down at the 26.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down,
Bridgewater looking for it all. A.J. Norman. And that one is dropped. Even though it was a bunch of defenders downfield, Norman would have made the biggest catch of his career. But it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Only 2
So the Chargers now set to receive this punt. And they're going to let this one bounce, and they're going to down this right at the 11, shot past the 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now we begin the second quarter here in SoFi Stadium in California.
Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
Herbert. And now it's going to be incomplete yet again. So the passing struggles continues.
It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
O.J. Howard's talking with the defense on the sideline.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again.
Herbert throwing, and that was picked off. Eli Apple for the 2nd time in the game.
Take over at the 34-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question.
Justin Herbert's receivers are just getting locked up.
When he gets to the sidelines.
He literally has nobody to throw to.
Because when you haven't done it before,
I mean, I know you're a quarterback and you gotta get rid of the football before the defensive line get to you, but 2 interceptions already, that's not good. And here's Okafor, and he'll go down right at the 24.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Okafor, and he'll pick up a Panther first down right at the 21.
And turn to the side.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Bridgewater, and that was going to be caught by A.J. Norman.
And he's brought down just outside,
and he'll go down right at the 11, just shy of the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah,
Bridgewater to A.J. Norman, and he takes it in for a Panther touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you
and look at Bridgewater. He is happy.
Go run this route and let's get it
he is happy for his team and himself.
This had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point is good, and Carolina up 14-0 against the Chargers.
Scores to cap it off.
So the Panthers now set to kick this one off after the touchdown.
The team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And King, he will take it in the end zone for a touchback.
For the touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He and his
Look at that, 0 for 5 throwing the football, 2 interceptions, not good. His receivers have been clamped up so far, and he's got to fix it.
And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Herbert throwing, and he'll find his tight end Hunter Henry here. And he finally connects with a pass. Took him a while to connect with one.
People are really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest
Herbert throwing, and that was going to be complete. Mike Williams. And he'll go out of bounds at the 48. 2 yards just shy of the 50.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Herbert.
Herbert, nobody's open, and he'll go down.
Too strong. They get there and take him down.
Derek Brown bringing the pressure. And that will be his first sack of his NFL career. Congratulations, young man. You get yourself your first NFL sack as a rookie.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack,
we got a bunch of rookies showing off their play here in this regular season.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Herbert, and he'll go down again. Brian Burns, the linebacker, bringing him down.
Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
You see, guys, this is the thing. His receivers are clamped up back there. He can't find nobody.
Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman.
Herbert, and that was going to be incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place.
And Norman, he's going to let this one bounce. And they're going to down this one right at the 13.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we...
Bridgewater, and he'll be sacked.
That's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it.
And here's Okafor. And he'll go down right at the 10.
But perilously close to the goal line.
Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Here's Bridgewater.
Bridgewater looking for it all. A.J. Norman.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
Whoa, throw by Bridgewater connecting with Norman.
Remaining in the first half.
Now that might give him a bit of momentum to somehow try and get a field goal before half. Or maybe they're trying to get a touchdown before the half. Bridgewater looking deep, and that was complete. Robbie, no, that's DJ Moore. I thought for a second that was Ryan Anderson, but DJ Moore somehow got open.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Bridgewater.
Bridgewater firing for McCaffrey, and he's got it. And he'll go down at the 18.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
See, Bridgewater's he's not doing that bad. He's actually throwing really well.
He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him?
Bridgewater throwing to A.J. Norman, and he's got a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get
look at Bridgewater
into the half, and they got it done.
He's so pumped up like we've never seen before. My oh my. Man oh man. They are just destroying that Charger defense. That was the only reason how Kansas City beat the Chargers in week 2. They were torturing them on the passing game. They didn't really care about the ground game. They're just throwing it. And it's hurting the Chargers defensively. Because if you keep allowing passes like that, you might lose.
Remaining in this first half as the kicks away.
And now the Chargers are down 21-0. And they only have 12 seconds remaining.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively.
And here's Austin Eckler. And he'll go down right at the 30, which brings the first half to a close. Carolina, they lead 21-0 at halftime.
It's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year.
Up next, we'll be in Indy for the, so to speak, game of the week. The Jets and Colts from Indianapolis. Then we'll be in Arizona as Tyler Smith and the Cardinals looking to get win number 2 as they take on Ryan Gilmore and the Lions.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone.
All right, so we're back at SoFi Stadium. Carolina with a 21-0 lead, and they will get the football to start the second half of play. And this will be returned by Okafor. And he'll go down right at the 18, 2 yards shy of the 20.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench.
And here's Okafor. And man, oh man, the Chargers get to him immediately. Didn't even give him a chance to look upfield.
And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing on second down.
Bridgewater throwing to A.J. Norman, and he's got it. And he'll go down at the 38. 2 yards shy of the 40.
First half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked.
And here's Okafor. And he'll go down right at the 44, just shy of the 45.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Bridgewater, nobody's open, and he's going to throw this one away.
Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Bridgewater. And that one's going to be incomplete. Now, I thought he was going to end up being sacked, though. But the Chargers get to him, 4th down after the incompletion, and the Panthers are going to punt this one. And a fair catch will be made right at the 19. And here comes Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy
the question is, what can the Chargers do now? Because they now know that they still have a 4th quarter to somehow make this comeback happen. They just gotta focus.
The offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Herbert, and that was going to be complete. It's Hunter Henry. And he'll go down at the 34, just shy of the 35.
First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, When they find those levels,
Now, I believe that linebacker should have picked that one off because that would have been another interception.
Makes it tough to defend.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Herbert throwing, and that one's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the
Herbert
game
looking
tempo.
downfield, and that one is dropped. Great defense there by Stoudemire to knock that one away.
Position couldn't hold on, third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL,
Here's Herbert, and he will find Keenan Allen on this pass,
it's hard to execute.
and he'll go down right at the 47.
Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10 after that pass to Allen. Here's Eckler, and he only gets a few yards on this run.
2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 8 for the Chargers.
On 2nd down, here's
Herbert, and he will find Keenan Allen.
And they're going to have another first down.
And that's going to be another first down for the Chargers. Now that's something they could do to get out of it, to get out of this 0 point percentage,
And that was certainly AWOL in the first half.
because they still have 0 points.
But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working.
And you for sure don't want to have 0 points at the end of the third. Herbert looking. Hunter Henry's got it. And he'll go down right at the 9, past the 10.
23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays
Justin Herbert, we could give him credit. He's not going to give up that easy.
picking up a first down.
He's still going to make stuff happen. He just got to pay attention. He just got to focus. First and 10 at the 9. Here's Eckler. And he'll go down right at the 7.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Herbert looking. Mike Williams, and that one is dropped.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the
3rd and goal. Herbert trying to run, and he will find Hunter Henry,
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5
but for
and
only a
6.
yard.
A great job to
So
hold him to
4th
just a yard
down.
there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately.
So
in the secondary
Badgley will
after
kick the
catches.
field goal for the Chargers.
Play right there.
And that one's good to put the Chargers on the board, but they're still trailing. It's now 21-3.
Chargers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the
And
end
here's
zone?
Okafor on the return.
And he's able to get
And
this
he'll go
inside
down right at the 21.
He's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So 1st and 10. Here's Okafor. And he'll go down at the 34-yard line. 1st down, Panthers.
13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
And the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Carolina are 5 minutes away from getting win number 2 on the season.
Watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And here's Okafor. And there goes, oh! I was about to say, Kenan Okafor had wide open space. He would have taken that one to the house. Oh my goodness.
And all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation.
Watch this. Okafor had wide open space. He would have been gone. But the Chargers got lucky he was able to get to him. My goodness.
Have him on the move on 1st down.
And here's Okafor. And this time the Chargers were able to get to him.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches.
Okafor yet again. And he'll pick up a 1st down at the 43. So the Panthers can just continue to run the football and run out that clock.
Like that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And here's Okafor. And he'll go down right at the 41, shy of 40.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. They're going to give it to A.J. Norman, and he goes nowhere.
Back at the 43-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down.
Bridgewater. And he'll go down.
Down he goes.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked. A 10-yard.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger.
And the Panthers, they're going to punt this one away. And this one will be called for a fair catch right at the 17.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Herbert throws, and oh my goodness, that would have been picked off again.
Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Herbert is just trying to make something happen, but it's just not working. Herbert downfield, and that one's incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And Herbert is sacked. Trey Boston picks up the sack.
Bring us to the 2-minute warning.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
And the Chargers, they're going to punt this one away. Here's Norman on the return. And he'll go down right past midfield at the 49.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And here's Okafor. And he'll go down at the 31, just shy of 30.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hey, Okafor.
And he'll take this
And he'll go down right at the 28.
Maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Here's A.J. Norman. And he picks up 6 there. So now 3rd and 1.
They go for nothing. They go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And here's Okafor. And he picks up a first down.
Here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. No doubt those are the types.
And that should just wrap it up right there.
In the 4th quarter, this is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take.
And here's Okafor. And down he goes at the 9, and that should do it. How about Carolina? After losing to Tampa Bay in week 2, they're going to come into SoFi Stadium, and they're going to beat the Chargers 21-3 to go to 2-1 on the season.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Panthers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Uh-oh. The Chargers are in trouble. They are in serious trouble. Week 4, they gotta go up to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. And you have not seen the way that Tom Brady has been playing so far. The Chargers are in serious trouble in week 4. But the Panthers, they go to 2-1 on the season with a dominating road win, with a 21-3 W. Now Teddy Bridgewater, he played good. 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he continues to play well. But Justin Herbert, he's got to fix it. Only 93 yards throwing the ball, 2 interceptions. He's got to fix it. Here's the ground game. Kenan Okafor, 108 yards and a touchdown. And Austin Eckler only ran for 14 yards. No wonder why Carolina was stuffing the ground game and the pass game. As you can see, A.J. Norman, 8 catches, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. You can see Hunter Henry, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, he got into the passing game. Mike Williams got in there. Christian McCaffrey actually got in the passing game. But the Chargers wide receivers didn't even score any touchdowns. So the Panthers go to 2-1 on the season, and in week 4 they'll be prepared to host the Arizona Cardinals, while the Chargers have to go to Tampa to somehow try to bounce back off of this, because this is their second consecutive loss after winning in the season opener, and they really need it as they take on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode, this is the second game of the 4 o'clock schedule. It's in the books. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss the rest of this series. And next game, we will be in Indy as the 2-0 Jets looking to go to 3-0 as they take on the 1-1 Indianapolis Colts.